Hi friend, welcome back to Heritage Homestead. We started out this week in a winter wonderland, and then midweek things warmed up and we realized that it is the beginning of sugaring season. We have never tapped a maple before. Well, we had some friends show us how to tap one last summer and we got maybe 2 cups of sap right at the end of the season from one tree. But this year we got 6 taps and we're excited to really put some more effort into this and see if we can get ourselves some syrup. We don't have a lot of maple trees on our property. This is a Norwegian maple. I love how it looks in the fall, and you can see it's fairly mature, so we're going to tap this one. Fortunately, just a mile down the road is the retail nursery that my brother and parents own, and they have several maples, so they've given us the go-ahead to tap their maples. So we're going to load up the kids and head on down the road. Coming to the nursery is always sweet. I not only grew up here and worked here throughout high school, but also John and I got married here. There's an arbor that's behind where we are looking at right now, and that was our wedding spot. It's sweet to be back here with our kiddos and just drawing more from this land once again.
Kiddos, come look! Come look! That's sap! It's already coming out! What? Come put your head under it. You can take a sip. Did you catch one? There, I think you caught one.
Tina, come here. I got a secret place. Come on.
Like I said, we're new to tapping maples, so we decided we wanted to keep the gear kind of basic. We used a full bucket setup for this tree at our house, but for the 5 taps we're doing here, we just bought 5 spiles and 5 lengths of tubing, and now we're running them into some clean milk jugs. And we're just going to use these cinder blocks to hold the milk jugs in place so that they hopefully won't blow away in any wind. We're just experimenting and figuring out what works for us. John drilled a hole in the top of each milk jug cap so that the tubing can run in, and he's just using a little Gorilla Tape here to make sure that the tubing stays in the milk jug.
So I'm going to do it belly button height on the next one.
Okay.
I'm doing it about belly button height.
Okay.
It's about 3.5 feet.
Okay.
I'm trying to get under this big branch. And I'm going to drill at a slight upward angle.
Okay.
Take the spile. Just tap it.
Let me see it drip. Look at it go. It's what it's supposed to do, but because it's my first time doing this, it seems kind of magical. Like I wasn't sure if it would work.
It's working. Put this on it. Spray that in there.
Okay.
It's from the icy place. Look, Mama.
Here, put your tongue under there and see if it's sweet.
Can I do it?
All right, watch out.
It's sweet.
Is it?
Willa, can you move a little?
Watch out.
Within half an hour we had 3 trees tapped in a row here, and down at the other end we tapped 2. It's time to load up the kids and head back home. Now that we're back, there's just one more thing I want to accomplish today, and that is making some granola. To be honest, I had a completely different movie planned for this week. I was going to do a lot of cooking, making breakfasts and snacks for the Three Rivers Challenge, and I wanted to share that with you, but life had other plans this week. My family caught the dreaded norovirus. It started with baby girl, and then it spread to me on the day that I was planning to do some filming. And then we were also just surprised by the weather warming up and it being time to tap maples. So I'm trying to go with the flow right now and just do what we can and work with what life gives us on any given day. So today everybody's been a little bit hungry. We don't have a lot of snacks and convenient foods on hand, so it's time for some granola. I've been experimenting with a coffee-flavored granola recipe. That is just something I've been wanting to try. So I'll put the recipe down below for you. I'm starting off with oats, almonds, and chia seeds. You can tell I'm measuring, but I'm not being super exact. Granola is flexible. I'm also just going to add in a little bit of salt, and then it's time for the wet ingredients. To this saucepan, I'm adding some coconut oil and honey. Maple syrup can also be used, but I like honey with the coffee flavor. And then finally, it's time for that last bit of flavoring. I'm putting in a teaspoon of vanilla, and then the key ingredient for this recipe, a tablespoon of coffee extract. Did you hear that, Bubba? Daddy never done it. Finally, the wet ingredients are added to the dry. This is really thoroughly stirred so that there aren't any dry pockets left in the oats. I like when my granola sticks together in clusters. So after it comes out of the oven, I press it down with the spatula. As it cools, this will allow it to stick together into a solid sheet that I can then break up into clusters. John and I enjoyed a bowl of granola after the kids went to bed. Thanks for joining my family and I for a Saturday of chores and family time. This week didn't go as planned, but I'm glad it ended well. I look forward to sharing more with you next week. Until then, bye.